Close USA Today Sports George Schroeder, Paul Myerberg and Fox Sports host Joel Klatt preview to the three biggest games this weekend in college football. USA Today Sports Stanford, Caliph. Bryce Love ran for 166 yards and 3 touchdowns against the nation's stingiest defense, leading Stanford to a 3,022 victory over No. 8 Washington on Friday night. The Huskies' 82-62 Pac-12 No. 9 CFP started fast with two touchdown runs by Myles Gaskin on the first two drives but stalled after that in a crippling blow to the hopes of getting back to the 4-team playoff. The Cardinals' 73-62 bounced back from a loss at Washington State last week with a very balanced attack. KJ Costello took advantage of opportunities downfield, completing 16 of 27 passes for a career-high 211 yards. Costello threw for just 105 yards in last week's loss. The result leaves Stanford and the Cougars in control of the Pac-12 North race. Washington State can clinch a spot in the conference title game with wins at Utah and Washington in the final two games. The Cardinal will go with a win next week against California and one loss by the Cougars. Love also boosted his Heisman hopes after being held to 69 yards last week on a gimpy ankle that also forced him to miss one game. While he failed to extend his streak of games with a run of at least 50 yards to 11 games, he helped Stanford control the clock with a strong performance against a defense that came into the game ranked first in the nation in yards allowed and second in scoring defense. The Huskies had allowed only 3 TD runs all season before facing Love. The takeaway: Washington. The Huskies used an up-tempo offense to drive 88 and 89 yards for two counts on the first two drives before getting stopped on a fourth and one from the Stanford 19 on the third possession. Washington had only 2 first downs on the next 5 drives as the Cardinal adjusted and took control of the game. Gaskin, who ran for 120 yards, added his third TD with 422 left to tie Bishop Sankey's school record with 37 career two-count runs. Stanford. The Cardinal trusted Costello more this week and he delivered with a pair of 39-yard passes to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside in the first half for the 2 longest offensive plays of the season against the Huskies. Those set up a 2-yard TD run by Love and one of Jet Toner's 3 field goals. Costello converted 6 third downs through the air on the night. Poll implications: the Huskies will drop out of the top 10 next week while the Cardinals should get back into the poll. Up next, Washington hosts Utah on November 18th. Stanford hosts California on November 18th. Copyright 2017, The Associated Press. All rights reserved. This material may not be published, broadcast, rewritten or redistributed.